Okay, I just got a call that customer, he rebuilt his Linux machine, but then he took another drive from an old server and he popped it in, and now he wants to get those partitions back onto this server. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. It's not too hard. Okay, so you want to be logged in as root. First thing you could do, do fdis-l. This is going to show you the devices, the file types. So the DEV-SDA, let me back up a little. Okay. DEV-SDA, that is the disk itself. So when you see that, that means it's a disk. 500 GB, that's the size. And then it has all the other particulars about the drive, which you don't really need to know. Anyways, so now we can see, there's a DEV-SDA1. So the SDA1 means that that's the first partition. And this drive is partitioned into 11 partitions, which is a lot. So next device is this, the next device that we care about is, he's got a 82 gigabyte drive, SDB, and then a SDC, which is a terabyte. So we can see which partition is the boot device. Right here it says boot star SDC1. Linux type is 83, which is a Linux partition. So I'll just show you real quick. When you fdisk a drive, let's do /DEV/SDA. fdisk is the partitioning utility. So fdisk the drive, hit M for help, and then you could print the partition tables, hit P. This is going to show you all the partition tables on the drive itself. Second one is the boot drive. And then these have file types, Linux, swap. If you wanted to change the type, you just hit T to change. It'll ask you which partition, hit 1 or 2 or 3, whatever. Hit L for the codes. If you want to change it to like a, Windows 95 FAT32, you would just hit B. It's going to change that file type. And then you have to reformat it. But 83 is the Linux one. So right here, Linux. Okay. So we're all good. All right, I'm going to hit Control-C here. Okay. So the next thing we want to know is the mount. What's mounted? You just type mount, hit enter. We see the DEV STC1 on root, which is /. Type is ext4, which is a Linux type. It's got read write. Okay. So that's the first partition that it mounts. The other ones are like swap and stuff like that, so don't really have to worry about those. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to create our own entry for this in a minute. But first we want to see if those partitions on the SDA work. So do ls. Let's clear this out real quick. lsblk. We want to grab SDA1, which is 18 gigs, and SDA5, which is 372 gigs. Okay, we're gonna mount those up. So what I do is I go to the root drive, and I'm going to do a mkdir make directory. First, I'm going to do 19 GB for the first partition, and then I'm going to do a 372 GB for the second partition. And then the command to mount these is mount, and then you do the point /dev /sda1, and then the directory that you want to mount it to. So we'll do 19GB, didn't complain, which is very good. Mount -dev /sda5 /sda5. Did I spell that right? Oh, I'm sorry. I just made a little mistake. The directory, yeah, we want to do the 372 GB. So hit enter, didn't complain. We do ls-l. We see our new directories here. Let's go into each one, make sure there's some data on there. Okay, we got files in there. I'm going to do an mkdir test. See our test directory here. All right, I'm going to remove that. I'm just going to go in the other 372 directory. And same thing. Mkdir new, or test, armdir test. Okay, very good. Everything's working here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unmount these. I'm going to unmount them. umount is a command to unmount. 19GB. umount 372 GB. Now when you go into these directories, it can be empty. Yeah, clear. Okay, ls. Okay, so they're empty. So now we're going to mount these in the fs tab file. So vi/etc/fs tab. We're going to hit enter. Go to the bottom line, go to the end. And the fs tab, it tells you, makes it simple for you. File system. So we're going to do /dev /sda1. Then hit tab, mount point, /19GB, type, ext4, options, read write. Okay, same thing with the 5. All right, /372 GB. Same thing, ext4, read write. And then I just hit escape. I'm using VI editor, so hit escape, :WQ, exclamation. That's going to write, quit, save, exit at the same time. So type mount. That's going to show you what's mounted. Now we type mount -a. Didn't complain, which is very good. Mount -a will remount the fs tab on the fly. Hit mount again. Now we see our new directories here. They've been mounted. So every time he reboots, those systems will come up. Those partitions that we created /372 GB. Oops, I'm sorry. ls. Okay. Read our test. Just test it out real quick. rmdir test. Yeah. So there we go. Looks like we're all set here. Yep. So awesome. Let me show you a quick command that I like to use to troubleshoot like directories and stuff, because a lot of times you run out of space. Partition will run out of space. You don't know it. You get a lot of problems. So I do a go to the root du-h-s star. This is going to calculate all the directories and their sizes, which is pretty nice. So the 19 gig has 150 megs. The 372 gig has 1.1 gig use. So yeah. And then you can do a df-h. This will also tell you directory sizes and free spaces, etc. So these systems all are 1%, 2% in use, which is nothing. I mean, so yeah, thanks. That'll conclude this video. Hope you liked it. Okay, bye.